afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Montevallo Softball Stadium at Orr Park as we pay tribute to our 2023 senior class. This group of women has been excellent ambassadors to the program both on and off the field. On the field, these seniors have helped lead Montevallo to a total of 97 wins over the course of their careers. Now, let's honor the Montevallo Softball 2023 senior class. From Montevallo, Alabama, number 4, Georgia Hughes. Georgia is escorted today by her parents Tina and Billy Hughes, her stepmother Heidi Hughes, and sister Maddie Hughes. Georgia is a 5-year member of the softball team who has appeared in 118 games in her career with 82 starts. Georgia has tallied a total of 65 hits on 39 with 39 RBIs for a total for a career batting average of 265. A 353 on base percentage and a slugging percentage of 306 over the course of her career. Georgia's success in the classroom is reflected by 4 consecutive ESC Spring Honor Roll selections, with the outfielder holding a 3.24 GPA in her exercise science and nutrition courses. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for number 4, Georgia Hughes. From Bentonville, Arkansas, number 7, Brittany Crowley. Brittany is escorted today by her mom, Melissa Crowley, and her dad, Andy Crowley. In her first season as a Falcon, Brittany has appeared in the circle in 27 games with 14 starts during the 2023 campaign. The graduate transfer has thrown 68 innings while giving up just 22 extra base hits and 356 batter saves. Brittany earns a perfect 4.0 GPA in her exercise science master's program at Montevallo. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for number 7, Brittany Crowley. From Montevallo, Alabama, number 8, Taylor Robinson. Taylor is escorted today by her parents, Eddie and Jason Robinson, her brothers, Jay and Joe, and her grandmother, Pat Howell. Taylor is a 2-year member of the Montevallo softball team and has played and started in all 84 of her games as a Falcon. This year, Taylor was named to the Tucci NFPA D2 Player and Pitcher of the Year watch list. The Falcons' first baseman has totaled 79 hits with 23 home runs and 77 RBIs for a career batting average of 320 with a 688 slugging percentage and a 449 on base mark. Taylor was named to the 2021 GSC Spring Honor Roll before earning a spot on the 2022 GSC Spring All-Academic Team with a perfect 4.0 GPA in exercise science and nutrition classes. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for number 8, Taylor Robinson. From Baker, Florida, number 12, Shelby Sloan. Shelby is escorted today by her parents, Jimmy and Doug Sloan, and brother Will. In Shelby's first season as a Falcon, she has totaled 43 hits with 9 home runs and 32 RBIs for one of GSC's top batting averages at 404. To go along with a 697 slugging percentage and a 452 on base percentage. At her previous school, Shelby was named to the Sunbelt Academic Honor Roll with a Commissioner's List selection and an Eastern NFCA All-American Scholar Athlete honor. Shelby holds a 3.25 GPA in her elementary education courses. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for number 12, Shelby Sloan. From Maryville, Tennessee, number 16, Lauren Hamby. Lauren is escorted by her parents, Ellie and George Hamby. Lauren is a 3-year member of the Montevallo softball program and has appeared in 73 games with 42 starts. In her career as a Falcon, Lauren has amassed 49 hits with 3 home runs and 26 RBIs for a 310 batting average, a 331 on base percentage, and a 449 slugging percentage. Lauren is a 2-time GSC Honor Roll selection with a 3.73 GPA in our marketing classes. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for number 16, Lauren Hamby. Falcon fans, give it up one more time for your Montevallo Softball 2022-2023 senior class.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the softball field at Orr Park. The senior day festivities have finished here. Getting ready. Looks like a beautiful day for softball here between the Mississippi College Choctaws and the Montevallo Falcons. Quick overview of some of the 2022-2023 senior class part of this softball team. From Montevallo, Alabama, number 4, Georgia Hughes. Georgia has been a 5-year member of the softball team and has appeared in 118 games in her career with 82 starts. Georgia has also tallied a total of 65 hits with 39 RBIs for a 265 batting average, a 353 on-base percentage, and a slugging percentage of 306 over the course of her career. Next up, from Bentonville, Arkansas, number 7, Brittany Crossan. In her first season as a Falcon. Brittany has appeared in the circle 27 games with 14 starts during the 2023 campaign. The graduate transfer has thrown 68 innings while giving up just 22 extra base hits and 356 batters faced. And from Mobile, Alabama, number 8, Taylor Robinson. Taylor is a 2-year member of the Montevallo softball team and has played and started in all 84 of her games as a Falcon. Taylor, the Falcons' first baseman, has totaled 79 hits with 23 home runs and 77 RBIs for a career batting average of 320 with a 688 slugging percentage and a 449 on base mark during her career at Montevallo. Taylor was named to the 2021 GSC Spring Honor Roll before earning a spot on the 2022 GSC Spring All-Academic Team with her 4.0 GPA in exercise science and nutrition classes. Also, Taylor was named to the NFCA Division II Player and Pitcher of the Year watch list. From Baker, Florida, number 12, Shelby Sloan. In Shelby's first season as a Falcon, she has totaled 43 hits, 9 home runs, and 32 RBIs for one of the GSC's top batting averages at 404 with a 697 slugging percentage and a 452 on-base percentage. At her previous school, Shelby was named the Sun Belt Academic Honor Roll with a Commissioner's List selection and an Easton NFCA All-American Scholar Athlete honor. From Maryville, Tennessee, number 16, Lauren Hamby. Lauren is a 3-year member of the Montevallo softball program and has appeared in 73 games with 42 starts. In her career as a Falcon, Lauren has amassed 49 hits with 3 home runs and 26 RBIs for a 310 batting average, a 331 on-base percentage, and a 449 slugging percentage. That is the 2022-2023 senior class for the Montevallo Falcons. As we get ready to introduce the lineups, go ahead and go through them for you. Starting off with the visiting Mississippi College Choctaws. Batting in the 1 spot, the right fielder, Shelby Samples. At number 2, the second baseman, Brooke Fagan. Third, the catcher, Lee McCall. Fourth, the first baseman, number 33, Jenna Ergel. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 8, Jordan Moore. Batting sixth, number 6, Jordan LaFosse.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome
Batting seventh, DP, number 11, Cameron Eaton.
Mississippi College Lady Choctaws and your
Batting
Montevallo Falcons.
8th is number 2
At this time,
and
we'd like to
center
introduce
or
both
left
teams,
fielder
poster reserves for the
JC
visiting
Dill.
Choctaws.
And then
Number
batting
3,
9th,
Bailey Havens. Number 5, Emily
number
Whitney.
1
Number 10, Hannah
and the
Powell.
center fielder
Number
Alexis
12,
Laughlin.
Ashley Delaney. Number 16, Avery Barnett. Number 17, Kaylee Comer. Number 19, Allie King. And number 24,
Looking
Ashley
over
Laughlin.
at the
And now the starting
Montevallo.
lineup for MC. Leading off, the right fielder, number 13, Shelby Samples.
Now looking over at
Batting second,
Montevallo's
second baseman,
starting
number 9,
lineup,
Brooke
we've
Fagan.
got leading off
Batting
number
third,
8
catcher,
Taylor
number 20,
Robinson,
McCall Lee.
and then
Batting
left
fourth,
fielder
first
number 12
baseman,
Shelby
number
Sloan.
33, Jenna Erdl.
Then batting
fifth,
third,
third
third
baseman, number 8,
baseman
Jordan Moore.
Alicia
Batting
Lanyon.
sixth, the shortstop,
Batting
number
fourth,
6, Jordan LaFosse.
center fielder
Batting seventh, the
Sydney
DP,
Reeves.
number 11, Cameron Eaton.
And then in the DP spot
Batting
is
eighth, the
Lauren
left fielder,
Hamby.
number 2, JC Dill. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 1,
Batting
Alexis
6th,
Laughlin.
the catcher Lily Stone.
Starting pitcher for MC,
7th,
number 22,
the
and
shortstop
head coach,
Olivia Berger.
number 22, Cameron Bailey, and the head coach for the Lady
Batting
Choctaws
8th,
is Brooke O'Hare.
the right fielder Georgia Hughes.
Now let's introduce
And
the
batting
reserves
9th,
for
the
Montevallo
second baseman
Falcons.
Maddie Taylor. Our starting pitcher will be Taylor Lloyd. And for MC, number 22, Cameron Bailey.
Rowan Franklin, Holly Madison,
Step away
Ellie Taylor,
as we wait
Maddie
to
Marr.
get this game underway here on the Falcons Athletic Network. And I'm Aiden Golden.
And now the starting lineup for your Montevallo Falcons.
Leading off, the first baseman from Montevallo, Alabama, number 8, Taylor Robinson. Batting second, the left fielder from Baker, Florida, number 12, Shelby Sloan. Batting third, the third baseman from Tampa, Florida, number 33, Alicia Lanyon. Batting fourth, the center fielder from Ashland, Alabama, number 25, Sydney Reeves. Batting fifth, the DP from Marysville, Tennessee, number 16, Lauren Hamby. Batting sixth, the catcher from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, number 6, Lily Stone. Batting seventh, the shortstop from Chelsea, Alabama, number 00, Olivia Berger. Batting eighth, the right fielder from Montevallo, Alabama, number 4, Georgia Hughes. And batting ninth, the second baseman from San Diego, California, number 10, Maddie Taylor. Starting in the circle for the Falcons from Saudi Daisy, Tennessee, number 13, Taylor Lloyd. The Falcons are coached by head coach Seth Wade with assistant coach Rachel Reeves and athletic trainer Amanda Compton. At this time, we'd like to ask you to please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Again, took a step away there as we had the national anthem play. Take you around the defense for Montevallo. Out there in the outfield, we have Sloan in left field, Reeves in center, and Hughes in right field. In the infield, Lanyon at third, Berger at shortstop, Taylor at second, and Robinson at first. Behind the plate is Lily Stone, and then in the circle is number 13, Taylor Lloyd. Going over yesterday's games. Game 1, Falcons lost to MC 3-1. Had a couple of chances to get some runs in for the Falcons, but ultimately in that 7th inning gave up 2 runs and ran out of time. Game 2, MC opened it up by going in and winning 19-8, ending that one in a massive run rule. And so here's the first pitch of the day, and it's going to be a ball to number 13, Shelby Samples. Samples very quiet yesterday, didn't have a whole lot of chances at batting. So the count is 1-0 to Samples. She puts this one up towards Sloan, who's going to camp and get that one for the first out of the inning. And now coming up to the plate is number 9, Brooke Fagan. Fagan, overall, in the first game, very quiet, but in the second, broke it open by getting a double and a home run in that game. First pitch to Fagan was a strike. MC, as this one's fouled up behind us and into the stands for strike number 2. So Fagan finds herself down at the count 0-2. All around in the GSC, this is the first game to start today, as game time was at 12. Later today, we will see West Florida and West Alabama play, as well as Lee and Christian Brothers is playing at 11 currently. Later today, all at 1 p.m. it seems, as this one is jacked out to Sloan again, who gets the second out of the inning. Around the GSC at 1 p.m., UAH and Union will play at 1 in Jackson, Tennessee, and West Georgia and Delta State, and Cleveland, Mississippi, and Valdosta State and Auburn Montgomery in Montgomery, Alabama. Speaking of all around GSC, as this one's put into play to Berger, who throws to Robinson for the 6-3 put out to end the inning. Quick 3-up, 3-down inning for Montevallo. And we're going to go in. Due up for Montevallo, we will have Robinson, Sloan, and Lanyon. But in the current standings, Montevallo has fell back 2 games to West Florida and Delta State, as Delta State won both their games yesterday against West Georgia. First game 6-0, and then the second game 5-4. West Florida won both their games, or all 3 of their games it seems, against West Alabama. No, sorry, they lost their first game and won their other 2 9-3. That first game lost 2-1, game 2 9-3, and game 3 9-3. But they are playing today. Game time has not been announced, it seems. But again, in the circle for MC is number 22, Cameron Bailey.
Now batting for your Falcons, number 8.
At the statistics, Bailey top number 4 in the conference with the lowest ERA, a 2.27 ERA, has 151.1 innings pitched. She is 21-3. So stepping in the box for Falcons, leading off is number 8, Taylor Robinson, as she fouls that one off onto the net. Robinson usually batting in the 3 spot, but today Coach Beth Wade wanting to take a different strategic idea to this game by putting her first. Robinson did have a home run in the second game. And here's the second pitch to her. That's a bit high for ball 1. Robinson, again, one of the best in the conference for hitting. She has an 8.818 slugging percentage, a 492 on base percentage, and a 1.310 on base and slugging percentage, as she puts this one down third baseline, foul. So count is now 2-2 to Robinson. And here's the pitch, high for ball 3. So count runs full for Robinson. Looking to start the game off right for the Falcons by getting on base and getting Sloan an opportunity to get a hit. And here's the pitch, and she puts this one. This is going, caught by the center fielder. That is Alexis Laughlin. Robinson had a good read on that one, but so did Alexis Laughlin. And so now that's going to bring up number 12, Shelby Sloan, another senior of this 2022-2023 softball class. And Bailey's pitch on the way to Sloan. That one racing up high for ball 1. Bailey, as I said, Lee is 4th in the GSC. As Sloan puts a little blooper, and the left fielder, that's J.C. Dill, cannot get a handle out on it as she dove for the ball. But as she landed, there's a little dirt spot out there in left field that I can see. And as she dove, it seemed like the ball just came out of her glove. So now batting is number 33, Alicia Lanyon. Lanyon yesterday had a good outing. First game had a sacrifice hit. And then in the second game, she had a double and then got another sacrifice fly. But again, Bailey is number 4 in the conference for ERA with a 2.27 as Lanyon fouls that one off for her strike number 2. So behind the account, Lanyon finds herself 0-2 with 1 away and a runner on first. Bailey gets her call. Here's the pitch, and that one is a high ball 1. Bailey is 7th with a OBA with a 237. She has pitched 151.1 innings. Struck out 92 batters. Also second place with wins, with 21 wins. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Lanyon. And that's out number 2 for Mississippi College. And so now that's going to bring up number 25, Sydney Reeves. Bit of a quiet game yesterday in both games again. And UM's really struggled to get the bats going in game number 1 as they only scored 1 run. And then in game 2, just found themselves in a hole early, and MC just ran away with it, as that one is ball number 2 to Reeves. So far, so count is 2-0 to Reeves with 2 away, and she fouls this one off over the home side. So looking back at the standings, Montevallo, as I said, is 9th, as they did go 2 down to Delta State and West Florida. In order for them to even remotely find a way to make the GSC playoffs, they have to win this game and then win all of next week's games, which they will be in West Georgia against the Wolves, as well as hope that Delta State, who plays MC next weekend at Clinton, Mississippi, hope they strike out and not win any of those games, as well as hope that West Florida, correction, they are now 3 games back of West Florida, so they have to hope that West Florida next weekend, as this one skied out there, that could be gone, and it is. Sydney Reeves gets on one in a 3-2 count and sends it over the left center field wall for a 2-run home run to get the day started for the Falcons. What a shot. Obviously had to be a no-doubter off the bat. And so now that's going to bring up Lauren Hamby now. Hamby, again, one of these seniors for this 2022-2023 senior class. So with 2 away here, Falcons find themselves up 2-0. And so stepping in the box is number 16, Lauren Hamby. Hamby got a couple of starts yesterday, and she puts this one a liner right to the second baseman. And so that's the end of the first inning of play here. Score 0-2 in favor of the Falcons. And so back to those GSC standings, as I was talking about. Montevallo has to win all 3 games next week, and even hope that Delta State does not win all of theirs. And even if Delta State does win all 3 of their games against MC, and we do too, could possibly see a tie even if Delta State loses today. Delta State does play West Georgia today. That game starting in over 41 minutes. So due up here in the top of the second for the Choctaws, number 33, Jenna Ergel. Number 8, Jordan Moore, and number 6, Jordan LaFosse. Again, this Mississippi College team is has one of the best batting averages in the Gulf South Conference with a 372. And here's the first pitch to Urkel. and it's a ball inside. Here's the pitch. Again, that one inside for ball number 2. Ergel yesterday fouls that one off over the Mississippi College side for strike number 1. Ergel had a double and a home run yesterday in game number 2 en route to MC's 19-8 win. Lloyd hoping that doesn't happen here. She pitches that 4th pitch high and to the right. Ergel gets set, and here's Lloyd's 3-1 pitch. She does get a hold of that one and puts it into center field. And that's the first hit of the game for MC. And now batting is number 8, Jordan Moore. Moore is the 3rd baseman for the Choctaws. Moore yesterday also was a bit quiet. Didn't do a whole lot. Is that one, the first pitch to Moore is a ball. Moore was 1 for 3 in game 1. And she bunts this one foul for strike number 1. In game number 2, Moore went 3 for 3, driving in 2 runs. Had 1 base on ball in that game. Here's the pitch. That one in there for strike number 2. Looking back at some of the others, Ergel went 2 for 4 with 1 run and 4 RBIs batted in. She fouls this one off again. So, count is 1-2, no outs. Runner on first for the Choctaws. Fouls this one off again. Again, Moore was 3 for 3. Had 2 runs and a base on ball in that second game. And then was 1 for 3 with an RBI in game number 1. This will be the 7th pitch of Moore's at-bat. Count is still 1-2 with no outs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one just a bit too inside, and it's going to hit Moore, and she's going to get a hit by pitch and get on first, and that also moves Ergel to second base. And now batting is number 6, Jordan LaFosse. Foss is the shortstop for MC today. First pitch to LaFosse is a strike. Lloyd, here's the windup and pitch, fouls that one off. Calls a bunt there, but surely with 2 strikes now, that will not be the case. Montevallo is number 9 in fielding. That one's a high ball 1 to LaFosse. LaFosse in game 1 went 1 for 3 and struck out 1 time. As here's the 1-2 and punched her out looking. Taylor Lloyd gets the first out of this inning. So now with 1 down, this is going to bring up number 11, Cameron Eaton, the DP. In game number 2, LaFosse went 2 for 3 with 3 runs and 1 RBI. And so now with Eaton coming out the bat, she went 3 for 3 in game 2 with 3 runs and 2 RBIs. As that one's in there called strike 1. And in game 1, Eaton went 0 for 2 and left 3 on base at that at-bat in those at-bats. So here's the 0-1. That one catching the outer zone, outer side of the strike zone for strike number 2. So Eaton with 1 away and 2 strikes on her. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Lloyd. Makes it 2 outs now. Now that brings up number 2, J.C. Dill, the left fielder. Dill, yesterday in game 1, went 2 for 3 with 1 run drive in. And then in game 2, she went 1 for 3 with 2 runs and 1 RBI. That one is called ball 1. Dill is 19th in hitting in the GSC. As that one in there inside for strike number 1. She has a .380 batting average and a 1.152. In on base and slugging percentage, as that one called strike 2. So with 2 away here, count 1-2 with 2 on. Dill gets set. Here's the windup from Lloyd. That one a bit high for ball number 2. What a start here for the Falcons. Lloyd trying to get out of the jam. Here's the 2-2. And she puts this one right to Lloyd, but Lloyd mishandles it. And that's going to be an easy on base for Dill. As surely that is an error by Lloyd. As now the bases are juiced. So now this is going to bring up number 1, Alexis Laughlin. Laughlin was 1-2 in the first game. She had 1 RBI. And then in the second game, she went 1 for 2 with 1 run, 2 RBIs, and 1 base on ball. Alexis Laughlin. Here's the 0 pitch. That one is ball 1. Again, bases loaded with 2 away. Count is now 1-0 to Laughlin. Here's the pitch. That one finds the zone for strike 1. Lloyd in the last couple of appearances has had a tremendous outing. Last weekend against Delta State, pitched 11 innings. This one is fouled off to the Montevallo side for strike number 2. So again, Lloyd finds herself ahead with a 1-2 count with 2 away. Does have a short little lead of 2-0 to work with, but with the bases loaded, anything can happen here. That one does not find the zone. It's a bit too low. So count now is 2-2. 2's across the board. Lloyd hoping to end this one quickly and get out of the jam. And here's the 2-2. That one a bit low in the dirt again. So now the count runs full 3-2 with the bases loaded. And here's the pitch. And that's ball 4. And so the Choctaws will gain a run back as 1 run is walked in. So bases still remain loaded as now Samples. We return back to the top of the lineup with number 13, Samples, coming back up. Again, Samples was 0-3 in that first game and then was 3 for 4 in the second game. And today she is 0 for 1 with a put out to Sloan as the first strike, or the first pitch, is a strike. So now the score is 1-2, still in favor of the Falcons. But base is still loaded here for Samples. And here's the 0-1. She puts this one out there. Sloan's chasing it, but it goes foul for strike number 2. So Lloyd finds herself ahead in the count, 0-2 to Samples. Lloyd already 38 pitches in and has 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. That one high for ball 1. Fielding. Sloan has 2 putouts, and so does Stone. This one again. This one's high to Sloan, and it goes foul again. Looked like Sloan had a great read on it, and so did Olivia Bergert, but could not get there in time. But it does go foul, luckily. Count is now 1-2. Here's the pitch. Did she go? No, she didn't. And so that's going to be ball number 2. So count again. 2's cross board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Bases still loaded. Here's the pitch. That one is a bit high, so count again will run full. This one on Samples now. Lloyd trying her hardest to get out of this inning to keep the lead. And here's the pitch. Fouls this one off again. Here's the pitch. She fouls this one off again over the Montevallo side. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat for Samples. Lloyd gets set, the 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. She does put this one into play. And Sloan will get that one to end the inning as one run does score for the Choctaws.
Top of the second, Mississippi College scored 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 left on base.
So, with that, due up for the Falcons will be Lily Stone, Olivia Berger, and Georgia Hughes.
You'll have 6.
Scores 1-2. We'll be right back in just a moment for the bottom of the second. Welcome back to the Falcons Athletic Network. I'm Aiden Golden. And leading us off here in the bottom of the second is number 6, Lily Stone. Stone yesterday, she went 0 for 2 in game 1. And then in game 2 was 0 for 1 as well. She did get replaced by Hamby in that game. So here, she finds herself down now. The count is 0-1. They're still up 1-2. Stone gets set. Here's the pitch. She puts this one in the play, but that could be caught. No, she drops it. This could be a double. This is going to be a double for Stone. And just out there in center field. There in center field, Alexis Laughlin looked like she had that read and it was in her glove, but just pops out as she ran into the wall, and so that allows Stone to easily have a stand-up double. And so now batting is 00 Olivia Bergert in yesterday's game. She played second base and was a pinch runner. She went 0 for 2 in that game. And then in game 2, here's the pitch. She tries to bunt this, but fouls it off for strike number 1. In game 2, Berger went 0 for 2. She bunts this one into play. The throw to first is off. It's going to allow Stone to come in from second to score, and Berger with an easy stand-up double. Another error made there for the Choctaws. That one's going to be on third baseman. Third baseman Jordan Moore, as Falcons gain back that run again to go up by 2. And now batting is Georgia Hughes. Choctaws expecting another bunt. And they were right. Hughes was going to bunt, but she pulled back at the last second, and Choctaw catcher McCall just barely moved out of the way, and the ball goes right past her glove and hits the head umpire. Looked like that one hit him in the chest, and he has to take a second to step back. Amanda Compton ran over to make sure he's okay. Athletic trainer for the softball team, and umpire shakes it off. He's all good, he says. So it's going to be, should be ball 1 there. That ball That will be a ball to Georgia Hughes.
Ball. So, edit out 0, enter.
Runner did advance to third, actually. So
It's so different when you're soccer and basketball.
It really is.
here's a pitch low in the dirt for ball number 2 to Hughes.
Ball.
So after that pass ball, Berger was able to advance to third and has put her in scoring position with no outs here in the bottom of the second and only a 2-0 count to Hughes. Here's the pitch. Hughes puts this one up in foul territory, and the shortstop makes a long run to get that one for the first out of the inning.
10.
And now coming up to bat, number 10, Maddie Taylor.
Falcons, number 10, Maddie Taylor.
Taylor in the first game did not play in the first game, it seems. In the second, she did go 1 for 2 with 1 run. So with a runner here in scoring position at third, what could Taylor do as that one's in there for called strike 1. Taylor so Taylor gets ready. The 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt for ball 1. Maddie Taylor again taking a moment to get ready. And she puts this one right up the middle. That's going to score Berger. She's going to have an easy stand-up single. And now score is 1-4. This is exactly what a start that the Falcons were looking for.
8. Now batting for your Falcons, number 8, Taylor Robinson.
Now batting is number 8, Taylor Robinson. And we will see a pitching change for the Choctaws early on here in the bottom of the second inning. It's going to be number 16. That's Avery Barnett. Barnett also one of the contributing pitchers on this team other than Bailey. Barnett is 14th in pitching. She has a 4.32 ERA, has 15 wins and 4 losses. Barnett has a 284 opposing batting average. She's also pitched 115 innings, struck out 89 batters. 22 of those looking. And she has 15 wins. So now back to the top of the order. Taylor Robinson with 1 runner at first with 1 away. Here's the pitch. That one a bit inside for ball 1. Robinson today is 0 for 1. She flew out to center fielder Alexis Laughlin back in the first inning. Hopefully it's a different story this time around for Robinson. Again, Robinson is one of the top in the conference in almost every batting category. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Robinson. That one again a bit low. That one is ball number 3. So Robinson finds herself ahead in the count 3-0 with 1 on and 1 out here on her senior day. shaping up to be a great senior day, in fact. As that one called strike one, Robinson can't believe it. Looked like that one's about up to the letters. T-Rob shakes it off. A 3-1 count here now. Burnett gets her sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss from Robinson. Count now full, 3-2 with one out. One runner on. Taylor. Maddie Taylor over there at first. Trying to calm Robinson down. Robinson steps into the box. Barnett gets the signal. Here's the 3-2. Robinson puts this one into play right at the shortstop, who puts it in. Double play will not occur. The 6-4 put out is recorded at second, but not the 6-4-3 double play. Robinson will get into first safely. And so now batting is number 12, Shelby Sloan. Shelby Sloan is 1 for 1 today. She scored, came in to score back in the bottom of the first after that Reeves home run. And so here's the pitch to Sloan, and she puts this one out there in the gap to left field. Advances T-Rob to Taylor Robinson to second. That's going to bring up number 33, Alicia Lanyon, with 2 away. Sloan, first pitch, liked it, loved it, and ripped it out there into the gap between the shortstop and third baseman. Again, now 2 runners on at second and first. Here's the first pitch to Lanyon. It's a bit outside for ball 1. Lanyon 0 for 1. She struck out back in the bottom of the first inning. And Lanyon yesterday went 0 for 2 in the first game, and then in game 2 went 1 for 2. She pops this one up. Center fielder has a read on that, camps under it, and gets the third out of the inning, leaving 2 on. Lanyon does. And so going into the top of the third inning, Falcons put up 2 more runs, going up 4-1 now. 3-run lead for Lloyd to work with here. As due up for the Choctaws will be Brooke Fagan, Lee McCall, Lee, and Jenna Ergel. We'll step away for a brief moment here at the Falcons Athletic Network. So welcome back for the start of the top of the third inning here at the softball field at Orr Park. Falcons find themselves ahead 1-4 after a couple of hits back in the bottom of the second, and then a home run from Reeves back in the bottom of the first inning. And due up here, starting us off, is Brooke Fagan. Fagan takes that first pitch for strike 1. Fagan today is 0 for 1 as she flew out to Sloan in the first inning and fouls this one off onto net for strike number 2. Fagan yesterday as I said, had a great day. She doubled in the second game and even had a home run in that game. Fagan also another top batter in the GSC. Fagan has a .400 ER or batting average. She fouls this one up over the press box. She has an 808 slugging percentage, a 521 on base percentage, and then a 1.329 on base and slugging percentage. She is the leader in runs scored with 54 runs scored. She puts this one high. That could be gone, but no! Georgia Hughes, the hometown girl from here at Montevallo, catches that one right on the fence for out number 1 here in the top of the third inning. Now batting is McCall Lee. McCall back in her first at bat, 0 for 1 as she grounded out in a 6-3 putout. Here's the first pitch. That one a bit high for ball 1. And this one, a little blooper out there to left field for McCall Lee. Now it's going to bring up number 33, Jenna Ergel. Ergel is 1 for 1 today. She singled back in the top of the second inning. She is the only run of this game for the Choctaws, as that was a walk. She looks to bunt here, but pulls back, and that goes in for ball 1. Ergel, 11th in slugging percentage with a 7.65. Here's the 1-0. And that one again, ball just outside on the right side. Ergel, 9th in the OPS category with a 1-2-1-3. She fouls this one off. Again, that catches the umpire. That's the second time today the umpire has been hit by the ball. Looks to have caught him in the arm or wrist that time. Again, he gets hit with the ball and he shakes it off and says, "I'm okay." Just a little stinging. So Ergel fouled that one off. Count now moves to 2-1 with 1 away and a runner at first. Here is the 2-1 to Ergel. Down in the dirt for ball number 3. Ergel is 5th in the category of runs batted in with 48. As a big swing and a miss makes this count full now with 1 away to Ergel. Looking at some other statistics on Ergel. Here's the 3-2 to Ergel. She gets a hold of this one and puts it out into left field. That's going to be a single. Advances Lee to second. So now coming up to bat is Jordan Moore. Moore walked back in the top of the second. Could see a similar occurrence here. Here's the first pitch to Moore. That one in there, called strike one. Here's the 0-1. That one in there for strike two. As quickly Moore finds herself behind in the count to Lloyd. Lloyd gets set. Here's the 0-2. This one pulled foul.
Yeah, I think she just went to go grab a jacket or something.
So count 0-2 to Moore. Here's Lloyd. Here's the pitch. Fouls this one off again. That was the fourth pitch of the at-bat. This will be the fifth pitch of the at-bat for Moore. Errors in this game include, and that one's a high ball one. So now the count moves to 1-2. Three errors in this game, 2 for MC and 1 for Falcons, as Moore again fouls this one off to keep herself alive at the plate. Lloyd gets in. Here's the 1-2. And this one put into play. That one out there left. And base, another single for the Choctaws. Now loads the bases with Jordan LaFosse coming up to bat. Tying run is now at first base for the Choctaws. Again, there's only one away, and Coach Beth Wade walks out to the circle, possibly seeing a pitching change for the Falcons.
No, you don't change it. Wait, yeah, you do. Click on it.
Looks like Coach Beth Wade actually just having a conversation with her team.
I don't see why not. As long as
Again, there's one away. Try to calm them down to get out of this inning. Get out of the jam. Keep the lead. It is a short lead.
I was going to stand on that little thing, but there's so many people up there.
Yeah.
Just push them.
Lloyd looks over to the dugout for the signal. And this is LaFosse batting. Here's the pitch. LaFosse puts this one into play. That could be gone, and it is. That's a grand slam for Jordan LaFosse. And that's going to put MC ahead by 1 run. Score now 5-4 here. The first pitch to LaFosse, and ripped it out there over the left center field wall near those bushes over there.
Now we're batting for NC, number 11, Cameron Eaton.
So now batting number 11, Cameron Eaton now. Eaton is 0 for 1 today. officially walked. Did not walk. Lloyd, here's the 1-0 pitch. That one finds the zone, strike one. Hoping to sit down Eaton and then Dill and get back in the dugout to get the bats fired up again for the Falcons. Here's the 1-1, fouls that one off for strike number 2. Here's the pitch. Down a bit high for ball number 2. Count moves to 2-2 with one away. Score now 5-4 in favor of the Choctaws. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one off behind the press box. Egan gets set. Here's the pitch. She puts this one high, but center fielder Sydney Reeves camps under it to get out number 2 of the inning. So with 2 away, this is going to bring up J.C. Dill. Dill is 0 for 1 today as well. Dill is set for Lloyd's pitch. Here's the first pitch to Dill. Dill check swings and fouls it off. Looked like she wanted to go for a check swing there, but ended up fouling it off the end of her bat into the netting. Dill. It's set, and that one called strike number 2 to Dill. Count moves to 0-2 for her. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Lloyd. And punch out, strike number 3 for Taylor Lloyd to end the inning as the Choctaws score 4 runs on 4 hits to claim the lead by 1. So going into the bottom of the 3rd inning here at Orr Park, we will have Reeves, then Hamby, and Stone due up for the Falcons. Again, still in the circle for the Choctaws is Avery Barnett. Her pitch count is at 9. Took out MC took out the starting pitcher Bailey back in the bottom of the 2nd when they only had 1 out. As they now do find themselves up by 1. Again, due up will be Sydney Reeves. Reeves is 1 for 1 today as she homered, had a 2-run homer back in the top of the 2nd that initially started the scoring here today for the Falcons and for the game. So Reeves gets set Barnett gets her signal. Here's the first pitch. And that one is a ball, as it looks like Reeves was going for the slap hit. And she started her run out. It was in the dirt. So here's the next pitch. That one a bit high again. So going from low to high now for Reeves. Trying to keep it away from the zone on Reeves, obviously, after she jacked that one ball out there. So here's the 2-0. That one a bit high, as that one, the catcher didn't get that one into the glove. Count now 3-0 to Reeves. That one does find the zone for strike number 1. Reeves has a .798 slugging percentage that puts her at 8th in the conference. Here's this one, puts it right at the middle past the pitcher, dives in, but she doesn't get there in time and is out at first. That one got past the pitcher, but shortstop.
Now batting for your Falcons, number 16.
Shortstop Jordan LaFosse able to get that one, get the 6-3 put out. And so now that brings up number 16, Lauren Hamby. Hamby hasn't seen much playing time this year, but this weekend been able to get in. Here's the first pitch to Hamby. That one off speed and gets in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. She skies this one up. Ergel calls everyone off and gets out, puts out Hamby. And so now that brings up Lily Stone. Stone. 0 for 1 today. Officially, she got on back in the second inning on an error. Do believe that one was a hit out to center field. And the center fielder had it in her glove, but it did not. As soon as she hit the wall, it came out. But Stone now 1-0 in the count. Here's the pitch. That one finds the zone. Count now moves to 1-1. Again, scores 5-4 in favor of the Choctaws with 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. Stone gets a piece of it, but fouls it off into the net, making the count 1-2 for Stone. In the on-deck circle is Olivia Bergert. Bergert also 0 for 1 today, as she reached on an error by the third baseman. Here's the pitch. Stone pops this one high into the sky. Second baseman camps under and gets that one as the Choctaws go 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the third.
Montevallo scored 0 runs, 0 hits, no errors, none but doubles.
And so due up for the Choctaws will be Laughlin, Samples, and Fagan when we come back here to Orr Park. Welcome back for the start of the top of the fourth inning. 3 full innings down, about to start the next half of play here. Again, this is number 1, Alexis Laughlin, the center fielder for the Choctaws, up to bat. She is officially 0 for 0 on the day, but she was walked back in the second inning. That was what the initial run was for them in the second inning, but in the third inning, grand slam from Jordan LaFosse put them up now 5-4. That ball just a bit outside again, so it goes to Kalmusa 2-0. Again, due up for the Choctaws will be Laughlin, then Samples and Fagan. Here's the 2-0 from Lloyd. That one finds the zone for strike 1. Lloyd today has pitched 3 innings, 76 pitches so far. He's allowed 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs. As Berger had that one, but then it popped out the back end. And so that's going to be, surely that's going to be a hit or an error for. But up to bat now is number 13, Samples. Here's the first pitch to her. She's trying to bunt, but lays off, and that goes for ball 1. Now Lanyon and Robinson playing in a bit in case of the bunt again. Samples is 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. She bunts this one again, but bunts it foul for strike 1. Again, Lloyd, 3 innings pitched, 80 pitches so far, 4 earned runs, 1 base on ball, 3 strikeouts. She's faced 18 batters. Here's the pitch. Puts this one past the shortstop. That's going out to the wall. That's going to score 1 from first. And Choctaws put another one on the board to make it 6-4 here in the top of the fourth with no outs. Samples gets a double. No longer 0 and 2, now 1 and 3. As now it's number 9, Fagan, batting. Fagan on her first pitch fouls it off. Fagan again is 0 and 2 on the day. She flew out to Shelby Sloan in the first inning and then grounded out, or flew out again in the second or third inning to Hughes. So count is now 0 and 2 to Fagan with a runner at second with no outs here in the top of the fourth inning. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one off onto the net behind the home plate. Fagan, actually one of the other top hitters on this team. She has a 400 batting average, a 808 slugging, a 521 on base percentage, and a 1.329 on base and slugging percentage. As I said earlier, she does lead the GSC with 54 runs scored. Here's the pitch. That one high for ball number 2. Fagan tied with more in hits for 50 in the GSC. Fagan at 8th with 45 runs batted in. As this one's fouled off the first baseline, hits the MC dugout and goes foul. So Fagan managing to stay alive here. Count is 2-2 with no outs. Here's the pitch. She does put this one right to, hit that one right to Taylor, who flipped it over to Bergert for the 4-6 put out. What a play by Maddie Taylor.
Okay, so count 2 outs. Now batting for MC number 20, McCall Lee.
What a play by Taylor. That one lined right at her. Notice that Samples was off the bag. Quickly flipped it to Bergert to get out Samples. That one in there for strike 1 to McCall Lee. Lee is 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the top of the 3rd. Here's the 0-1 pitch. She fouls this one off over the MC dugout. Count now moves to 0-2. Ergel is on deck for MC. A couple of players for the Choctaws are hitting 100 today. Ergel, one of them, with 2 for 2, and Moore, 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. The 0-2 pitch. That was high for ball 1. So Lloyd gets set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouls that one off as well, McCall does. McCall trying to find every possible means to stay alive, to get on base, to help allow Ergel to possibly hit another homer like she did yesterday. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one off again. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat for McCall Lee. Count still 1-2. Really working the count here for Lloyd. So here's the 1-2. She puts this one. That's a no-doubter. And that one well over the fans out there on the deck. McCall Lee, as now the Choctaws are starting to pour it on here in these last 3 innings of play. And coach, looks like that's Rachel Reeves, goes out there. And we will see a pitching change. It's going to be, looks like number 7, that's Brittany Crossan. Crossan will now come in for Lloyd. After Lloyd lets that solo homer from Lee occur. Lee is one of the top batters in the GSC as well. She is number 4 in batting average, 44.31 batting average. She has a .804 slugging percentage and a .491 on base percentage. All that accumulating to be a .1295 OPS. But again, in the circle for the Falcons is number 7, Brittany Crossan, part of that 2022-2023 senior class for softball. Other day, Crossan did come in for Lloyd in the first game. came in and pitched 2 innings, allowed 6 hits in that first game. That was where the 3 runs came from, was against Crossan. She did see that loss, going 7-7 now. And in game 2, she came back in, replacing Pinder, pitching 2 in 2.2 innings. As this is Jenna Ergel now batting. Ergel is 2 for 2 today with a single, with 2 singles today. So first pitch is a ball to Ergel. Crossan allowed 12 runs in that 19-8 affair. As Ergel puts this one right to Bergert. Bergert from her knees, and Robinson has to step off the bag to make a play. So Ergel reaches first, continues her amazing day at the plate, going 3 for 3 now. So now that brings up Jordan Moore to the plate. Also perfect on the day. She's 1 for 1. This is her 3rd appearance at the plate. Here's the first pitch to Moore. That one in the dirt for ball 1. Runner now on first. With 2 away here for the Choctaws. Score for them, 7-4, 3-run lead. Here's the pitch. That one finds the zone for strike 1. Here's the pitch. That one a bit inside for ball number 1, 2. Count now runs 2-1 to Moore. Here's the pitch. That one finds zone, strike 2. So with 2 away here, count is 2-2 with Ergel on first for the Choctaws. Crossan gets the signal. Here's the pitch. And Moore puts that one out to right field between the first baseman and second baseman. And so now Moore as well.
Now batting for NC, number 6, Jordan LaFosse.
And Moore now with 2. Now going 2 for 2 for herself. Ergel's going to get a pinch runner. That's number 5. That is Emily Rigney. Rigney, another one of the top batters in the GSC for the Choctaws. She steps in now as a pinch runner. And this is going to bring up Jordan LaFosse. LaFosse broke it open here for the Choctaws, which put them ahead 5-4 back in the 3rd inning with that big grand slam over the left center field wall into the bushes. Here's the first pitch to her. That one a bit high for ball 1. And Falcons have to find some sort of answer here if they want to even have a remote chance at making the playoffs. Again, let's check around the GSC. Some games should have started by now, all those 1 p.m. games.
Okay.
Here's the pitch, grounded to Maddie Taylor for the 4-3 put out to end the inning. So Choctaw is able to extend their lead by 2, or get 2 more runs here, put themselves 3 runs ahead on the Falcons. Going into the bottom of the 4th, due up for the Falcons should be Hughes, Taylor, and Robinson. Check in on the rest of the GSC real quick. Argos find themselves down to West Alabama 4-0 in the top of the first inning.
Okay.
Lee Flames and Christian Brothers. That game is over. Final score is 9-1.
Okay. Yeah, right.
UA
It's kinda like
University Alabama Huntsville and Union underway. That score is 1-0 in favor of Alabama Huntsville. Delta State and West Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go back through the box scores and see which ones are missing and fix that.
Again, due up here for the Falcons. Looks like actually it will be Burgert. It's going to be Burgert, then Hughes, and Taylor. Again, still in the circle for the Choctaws is Avery Barnett. It's the middle of the second at Delta State. They find themselves up 1-3 on the West Georgia Wolves.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll take a look at that after.
Again, that's a key game for the Falcons if they want to have any shot at the playoff run. And then Valdosta State and AUM. Valdosta State finding themselves up 1-0 as Berger puts that one between the third baseman and shortstop into left field for a single to start off the bottom of the fourth. And that's going to bring up the hometown hero from here at Montevallo, number 4, Georgia Hughes. Played just on the other side of this field over there at the high school field. So runner on first, no outs for Hughes. Here's the first pitch. She's showing the bunt signal as she pulls that one back for ball 1. So Hughes with a 1-0 count now. And now that one in there for strike 1. It's the bottom of the first there in Pensacola, Florida. They have 1 out, and at bat is number 8, Aaron Moon. That was a quick trip around the GSC. And Hughes puts this one down. She's going to advance the runner to second. It's going to put Maddie Taylor now up to bat. So a sacrifice hit for Hughes advances Berger to second base. That's going to bring up Maddie Taylor now. Taylor is 1 for 1 today. Taylor looking to bring home Berger to chop down that Choctaw lead. That one is up high for ball 1. So with a Delta State win today, that would put Montevallo 3 games behind if they lose this third game today. Here's the 1-0. That one finds the zone. So count now moves to 1-1 on Taylor. But if West Florida loses today to UWA, the Falcons might eye up having to go on a trip to West Georgia, there in good old Carrollton, Georgia, and hopefully get a series win, actually sweep series win in order to have any chances. Taylor rips this one. It's too much floating, and a sacrifice fly sends Berger over, and she's safely in at third. So Taylor ripped one. Looked like it had enough juice, but too much float, and Alexis Laughlin able to get that one for out number 2. That's going to bring up number 8, Taylor Robinson. Robinson hoping to do some damage here. Put it into play somewhere out in the outfield in the gap, or even jack this ball over the center field wall. So with 2 away, runner at third. Huge scoring opportunity here as that one's in the dirt for ball 1. Robinson today is 0 for 2. She flew out back in the first inning. Here's the pitch. That one in there for strike 1.
Strike. Should be clear count. Should be 1-1. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Game count is 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one in there for strike 2. So quickly, count is 1-2 to Taylor Robinson with 2 away. Robinson gets set. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Barnett. She driggles this one into right center field as she drives in 1 run to cut down the Choctaw lead to just 2. That's going to bring up Shelby Sloan now to bat for the Falcons. Sloan is 2 for 2 today.
Now batting for your Falcons, number 12, Shelby Sloan.
Sloan back in the first inning. Sloan singled to left field back in the first inning. That one high for ball 1. And back in the second inning, Sloan singled through the left side and advanced Robinson to second. That's when the end of that third inning happened. Lanyon flied out to center field. Here's a pitch. Fouls that one off. Count is 1-1. To Sloan. Sloan hoping to do some damage here. That one's really early in the dirt for ball number 2. Scoring has been 2 in the first for the Falcons, then 1 in the top of the second for Choctaws, then 2 for Falcons back in the bottom, and then a grand salami for the Choctaws in the third. That one finds the zone, called strike 2. So quickly Sloan finds herself behind the count, 2-2 with 2 away and runner on first. She is the tying run. Again, the scoring summary. Top of the 4th, Choctaw scored 2, and then now here the Falcons have scored 1, and they fouled that one off. And Sloan fouls that one off to keep herself alive here. Falcons if they want any chance at a playoff run, they have to win this game and then also hope that Delta State falls today. That would put them back within 1. Here's the pitch. She puts this one down the third baseline, foul. And then hopefully they come back next weekend going to West Georgia and Carrollton to face the Wolves. Hopefully go out there and sweep and win all 3 games, and then hope that Delta State, when they travel down to Clinton to face off against MC. That one is called ball 3. A couple of MC fans not too excited about that. So the count runs full, 3-2 with 2 away and 1 on first for Sloan. This is a very big game for the Falcons. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off to stay alive. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat for Sloan. Sloan steps into the box. Barnett looks over for her signal. And here's the 3-2. Sloan gets a hold of this one. And the left fielder makes a play in foul territory to end the inning. But Falcons do gain one back, cutting down the Choctaw lead to just 2.
See how it says inning 4.
Due up for the Choctaws. We will have
3 outs. Now we're in the top. After the bottom of the 4th,
it's going to be
1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base.
it's going to be Cameron Eaton, J.C. Dill, and then Alexis Laughlin for the Choctaws. Again, in the circle now is number 7, Brittany Crossan. Falcons, again, find themselves down by just 2. Again, let's check around the GSC. West Florida did score 1 run back in the first inning, but it's back to West Alabama, who's batting up 4-1 with 1 away in that game in the top of the 2nd. Head to Memphis, Tennessee, where Christian Brothers lost earlier today against Lee 9-1. Head to Jackson, Tennessee, where Union and UAH are tied at 1 in the top of the 2nd with 2 away there. Again, starting us off here is number 11, Cameron Eaton. Go to Cleveland, Mississippi, where they are playing West Georgia. Delta State again find themselves still up 1-3 going into the bottom of the 3rd, it seems. That first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. And then Valdosta State and AUM. It's in the bottom of the 3rd. Valdosta State still up by 1. AUM has 1 out. That one in for ball 2 to Eaton. Crossan has been in a bit of a slump last 2 games. Has to find some sort of spark here to go 3 up, 3 down and get the Falcons in the dugout to get more runs to get back in this game. It's not a big lead. It's not insurmountable like yesterday's game. Can easily get 2 runs in, as the last out was Sloan, so due up for us would be Lanyon, Reeves, and Hamby. Here's the pitch, and just 4 straight balls for Eaton. I think that's
Now batting for MC, number
Eaton
2,
is
J.C. Dill.
Eaton is 0-2 on the day. Walked twice now today. Or once today. That's her first time on base. So now batting is J.C. Dill. She bunts this one, but it's going to go foul. Says it went off of her. Dill again is 0 for 2 today. She was walked 1 time, and then she struck out back in the 3rd inning. There. That one in the dirt, low for ball 1. Crossan again Just trying to find some sort of answer to either get this in play to flip a double play or either just get the strikeout and get out of this inning. That one in there for strike 2. So count now does move to 1-2. Falcons. Here's a pitch. She gets a hold of this one, but that one's leaking foul. As I do see that just now that Bentley Steiner has replaced Shelby Sloan out there in left field. That is the only substitution, it seems, for the Falcons for this inning. As that one goes ball. So that one just going a bit outside for ball 2. So count now does move to 2-2. No outs, 1 on first for the Choctaws as they find themselves up by 2 runs here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. That one again, leaking just a bit outside for ball 3. Count runs full for J.C. Dill. Carlson gets the pitch. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt, ball 4. So now runners on second and first for number 1, Alexis Laughlin. Laughlin is 0 for 1 on the day. Walked back in the top of the 3rd. Or top of 2nd. And then I had a chance to bat again. This will be her 3rd at bat, I presume. But quick meeting out there in the circle for the Falcons to calm them down. Again, there are no outs with runners on second and first. And due up is Alexis Laughlin. Beautiful morning here, or beautiful afternoon here at Central Alabama here in Montevallo. Healthy crowd here for both MC and UM, and out there just beyond the outfield wall as well at the deck. Here's a bunt signal. This one gets down. Here's the throw from Lanyon to first, and there's the first out. Does advance runners to second and third. Laughlin gets a sacrifice hit to move runners up to second and third. So now that brings up Shelby Samples. Samples 1 for 3 on the day. Got the first hit for her of this game with a double out to left center field. Crossing gets the signal. Here's the pitch. That one in there for strike 1. Here's the pitch. She gets this one. It's going to be a little blooper. Gets down. Here's the throw to third. They're going to get the runner at third. 1 run does score for MC, but they get out number 2 at third. As it seemed that is number 2, that J.C. Dill hesitated, thinking that was going to be caught, but got down, and Bentley Steiner throws her out at third to Lanyon. And Samples able to get a double out of that. So score now 8-5 with 2 away. First pitch is a ball. Here's the 1-0. That one a bit high for ball 2. This is number 9, Brooke Fagan. Fagan is 0 for 3 on the day officially. Here's the pitch. That one again going a bit outside. So now count runs 3-0 with 2 away. Runner at second, score 8-5. Choctaw's able to put another run back up on the board to make it a 3-run lead. Here's Crossan's pitch. That one in the dirt. Ball 4. 4 straight balls to Fagan. Puts a runner at second and first. And now coming up to bat is McCall Lee, the catcher. Lee is 2 for 3 on the day. Crossan gets the signal. Here's the pitch. That one low and in the dirt again for ball 1. Here's the pitch. She gets a hold of this one, and Lanyon able to just easily step on that bag for the force out to end the inning. So Choctaws get 1 run in that inning to gain the 3-run lead back on the Falcons. Due up for the Falcons will be looking back at the 4th inning. It's going to be Lanyon, Reeves, and Hamby due up for the Falcons in the bottom of the 5th. Just 9 more outs for the Falcons to get back in the lead. And so with that, we'll go back and check around the GSC. Top of the 3rd in Pensacola, 4-1 in favor of the West Alabama Tigers. And now in Memphis, Tennessee, between Lee and Christian Brothers, that game is over. Final score 9-1 in favor of Lee. Alabama Huntsville versus Union. Top of the 3rd, no outs. Score 1-1. And now to Cleveland, Mississippi for Delta State. A game that is crucial for the Falcons if they want any chance at a playoff run. And it's the end of the 3rd. Their score is now 1-7 as they scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. And this is Alicia Lanyon here starting us off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. One more place to check, and that's Montgomery, Alabama. Scores 1-0 or 1-0 there for Valdosta State in the top of the 4th. So Lanyon takes the first pitch for ball 1. Lanyon is 0 for 2 on the day officially. Here's the pitch, that one in the dirt again for ball 2. So count is now 2-0 to Lanyon. Count 2-0. That one in there for strike number 1. Count is 3-1 to Lanyon. Finds herself ahead on Barnett. Could easily have a walk here. Here's a pitch. That one is in the dirt. Ball 1, and Lanyon does get to first. That's going to allow. That's going to bring up Reeves. Reeves is 1 for 2 on the day, with that one hit being a absolute bomb to left center field for a home run. Only home run today for the Falcons. So Sydney Reeves now. Here's the pitch. That one a bit high for ball number 1. Count 1-0 to Reeves. That one just a bit outside for ball number 2. Time called by McCall Lee to go talk with Barnett. Discussion over at the circle. So count is 2-0 to Reeves with Lanyon on first with none away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Falcons only down by 3 runs to the Choctaws. Here's the pitch. And that one in there for strike 1 on Reeves. So count 2-1 to Sydney Reeves. No outs. Here's the pitch. Reeves fouls that one off for strike 2. Count now moves to 2-2. Lanyon still on first after walking. His pitch. That one just a bit too inside, and so now the count runs full 3-2. No outs here for Reeves. Runner still on first. Surely if this one's anywhere near the zone, it's swing away for Reeves. So here's the pitch. She does get a hold of it right to the second baseman. There's not going to be a play at second, but Reeves will be thrown out at first. So now it's going to bring up number 16, Lauren Hamby. Hamby 0-2 on the day.
Lauren Hamby.
Hamby hoping to do something great here for her senior day. That one high for ball 1. Hamby fouls this one off for strike number 1. Here's the pitch. Hamby lines this one straight to the shortstop for out number 2. So now coming out to bat, number 6, Lily Stone.
Falcons, number 6, Lily Stone.
Stone. Stone, 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Down in there for strike number 1. Count 0-1 to Stone. Here's the pitch. She fouls that one off for strike number 2. Here's the 0-2 to Lily Stone. That one goes high. Looked like Barnett was trying to do a riser there, and it just got away from her and goes a bit too high there. So that goes for a ball. Now moves the count to 1-2 for Stone with 2 away. Lanyon still out there on second. Here's the pitch. Stone puts this one into play right to shortstop off her ankle, and Lanyon doesn't realize it. And Stone's going to have a stand-up double. Scores Lanyon from second. Again, cuts the lead down to 2 runs and brings up double zero Olivia Burgert now. That's Stone's second double today.
Falcons 0-0. Olivia Berger.
Olivia Burgert now coming out to bat. Burgert reached on an error back in the second inning when the third baseman, Jordan Moore, made the throw to first base, Ergel, and it was a bit, or not Ergel, but the second baseman who covered for Ergel got past her, was a bit high, and allowed Burgert to get to second. That one's a bit high for ball 1 to Burgert. She fouls this one off. Count 1-1 to Burgert. Here's the pitch. She puts this one into play, right into left field. They're going to hold Stone at. And Stone stays at third as Burgert put that one into left field. And then she almost got caught in a rundown, but got in the middle, and when she slid back into the bag, it looks like Burgert banged herself up a bit. And now Compton runs out there to make sure she's okay. And we will step aside for Burgert to be checked out.
33, Jenna Erble. Now batting for NC number 8, Jordan Moore. Now batting for NC number 6, Jordan LaFont. 0 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Now batting for Montevallo, number 12, Shelby Allen. Now batting for your Falcons, number 73, Lanyon. Now batting for your Falcons, number 25, Sidney Green. Now in the circle for NC, number 22, Cameron Bailey. Falcons, number 16, Lauren Handy. Double zero, Olivia Burger.
For double zero.
Hitting for your Falcons, number 23, Lauren Higginbotham. 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Batting for NC, number 1, Alexis Laughlin. Batting for NC, number 13, Shelby Stanton. The game, your final score.